Hey, what's up everyone, it's Jimmy Lee, and today we'll catch some lake trout for a catch and cook video. Let's go. Some lake trout at Round Valley with Zach Merchant and Tom. So right now I'm gonna do some cleaning. Just a quick disclaimer, I am not the best fish cleaner. I usually practice a lot of catch and release, but with the catch and cook craze out there, this is my first official catch and cook. So I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning right here of the lake trout that we have caught. Not gonna spend too much about it or time about it because, like I said, I'm pretty much a novice at it. There's not much you guys can gain from it. But I do love cooking, so right after I clean it, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna cook it. Alright, the first thing you want to do is have a nice clean surface to clean your fish at. Of course, I usually clean it right by the sink, so I have everything with me, but today I am doing at the counter. So I sprayed some cleaner on the counter here, some antibacterial, and I'm gonna wipe it down. And of course, when you're done, you're gonna have to wipe it down as well. So pick whatever your favorite cleaning thing is, and you know, go to town. After I cleaned up all my stuff, I'm putting all the stuff on a table or on a countertop that I need today to do some cleaning. Obviously, you're gonna have a fillet knife, and I just sharpened this guy and washed it pretty well, so it's ready to go. I need a cutting board to do some cutting, but I have a feeling, because the fish I've caught is bigger than this board here, so I might end up doing it on the table, and I'm going to be slapping the fillets onto plates and paper towels to dry them. And I got a big bowl to throw all the guts and everything so that I can transfer it into a bag, throw it in the freezer until trash day, because I don't want my trash can stinking up. Of course, guys, you cannot forget an adorable apron to keep your clothes clean. All right, so I got this cat and dogs and roses apron that I wear at home when I do all my cooking. I'm gonna bring out the fish right now. I have the cooler hidden right here in front of me, and I'm ready to undo the fish that I'll be cleaning. Get ready. I think it's this one right here. Yes. Ready, set. Bam! Look at this fat, big lake trout. And let me close this thing right here. So, just a quick heads up, this guy got discolored because, you know, I got home very late last night. I have it in the cooler with extra ice. I bought a bag of ice when I got home. And it's still nice and cold. So, it's very fresh. So, I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up right now. And then I'm gonna transfer everything onto plates and we'll talk more. Gonna bring this guy over here. Gonna start ripping me extra paper towels on the side because I don't want to be touching and contaminating the entire thing. All right, so I'm just gonna fillet these bad boys. So let's get going. These guys are very, very tender. So we could technically slice through very easily with a very, very sharp knife. So I'm just slicing it to the backbone, and I'm just feeling for the backbone and cutting through. And I'm not going deep all the way, all right, because I'm gonna leave the flesh on both sides as I make my original cuts, my first initial cuts. All right, let's cut through the bones. Yep, definitely need to use the counter itself because that board is making the fish bend. All right. All right, not cutting through the whole thing because I want to flip it and work this side too. Oh, crikey. I got a lot of eggs here. This must have been a female. They actually spawn in fall, so this is a pregnant lake trout. So I'm gonna have a lot of eggs. I want to fillet that. So I do have a lot of eggs here, guys. Holy smokes. Check this out. Some eggs. I never done with eggs this big before, so what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna take these and dump into the side and see if I can do something with it in the future, just in case. Flip this bad boy around. I already got most of this stuff filleted off, because like I said, you're leaving the flesh on the other side and make your filleting on one side a lot easier. But I have most of my cuts already, so all I have to do is just get my cuts off the bones on the top half, and I should be good to go, and then cut the rest. By the way, lake trout is super duper slimy. There you go, guys. Not too bad of a fillet for a novice. You guys can see I got most of the meat off the bones. Now I gotta clean out all the other bones here, which we'll get started in the next part. There's some rib cages here that I need to remove the bones here, which is right here if you guys are looking at the closer fish. And there's a bunch of Y bones I have here, just like salmon. As you see, I'm just touching the bone and it's kind of pulling the flesh right there. So I got tweezers, which I'll show you guys later. I'll pluck a few for you guys, but it's a lot of work. It goes from here, and I feel it all the way. Still some right here. I think it ends right around here. Nope, there's still some right here on the side. And yeah, so basically it goes throughout most of the body. So you need to just pluck them all. And I like to keep the skin on because I like the texture of skin. I don't need to scale it. The scales are really small. You know, most of the trout families are pretty small. And you would put it on a frying pan and it crisps up really, really well. So that's why I like to keep the skin on. So let's do some cleaning, guys. So I'm just gonna let the knife work at it. I'm just gonna slowly, gently get the knife in between the rib cages. All right. All right. I think I'm doing a pretty good job here. I normally don't do these type of fillet jobs. I normally do is, you know, the fish I specifically catch like fluke, I scale them and I cook them whole. I steam them whole, Asian style. You guys probably seen like Roger from Cooking and Fishing. You probably seen it from Elias V. He attempted doing the Asian style too. You know, it's usually the whole fish. So I don't do these type of fillet stuff. But anyway, I did pretty well here, I think. So I'm gonna start plucking all the stuff after cleaning up the mess here. All right, guys, the next thing you want to do is pluck these Y bones. I got this tweezer from Amazon a long time ago. Here's the brand name right there. I don't remember how much it costs, but you know, you guys get your favorite tweezers and go to town and start plucking. What I like to do is have something on the side to pick out. When you pick out the bones, you need to kind of wipe it off. So, you know, you want to start from the end. You don't want to jump around because you're going to be missing some bones. See that bone right there? About hard to focus, so let me see if I could just do that. Right, you need to get rid of these guys. So, you can pluck a few before you wipe it down. So here's one right there. Two. Alright, this guy's pretty much ready. I'm gonna put this here for now. These need some nice washing. I texted my friend, he said you clean this really well, put some salt and put some sake, and then you got some caviar. So I'm gonna talk to him a little bit more about that. Maybe he'll give me some details on how to clean it. Alright guys, so I am finally done cleaning the fish, and I'm getting ready to cook my lake trout. And today I'll be cooking the lake trout sous vide style. And for those who don't know anything about sous vide, basically I'm gonna be sealing up the fish in a bag with some seasoning, some oil, and I'm gonna be cooking it in a water bath. And the water bath is gonna be set into constant temperature, and I'll be using this little gadget right here. And this is basically the tool for sous vide cooking. And this guy has a little fan in the bottom, which you guys probably can't see, but once I turn it on, I'm gonna walk you guys through it. It's gonna circulate the water, the pot of water that I'm gonna use to heat up with this machine, and it keeps it at constant temperature throughout the entire body of water within that pot. So let's go. Alright guys, let me show you guys the app that's on his phone. This is actually gonna pair up to my Anova Precision Cooker via Bluetooth. Right now the connection is lost because I don't have it turned on, but what I want to show you here is the guide here. I'm gonna get to the fish section. Salmon is the closest thing to a trout. So my preference for cooking salmon type fish is actually around somewhere between firm, moist, and flaky to very moist, tender, and flaky. So that should be right around 125. So if I were to be lazy and I'm just gonna cook this thing just sous vide, I'm actually gonna set it to 125 and it should be perfect. However guys, today I am actually gonna do something a little bit more fancy. Because sous vide cooking, if you cook it within the bath water, it's gonna become one dimension of texture. It's gonna be same texture throughout the whole thing. So what I want to actually do is, I am actually gonna cook it around 120 degrees, and then I'm gonna take it out, I'm gonna pat dry it, and I'm gonna throw it on a skillet so I can turn the skin side crispy. That will make it a 2-dimension for my trout, which is the way I like it. Hey Zach, what's up dude? So yeah, why don't I get everything prepped and I'll warm up the water, which is right behind. You guys can see I already set up this thing right here. This is gonna hold my machine, my sous vide machine that's over there on the other side of the counter. And I'll set the temperature to 120 degrees. Let this thing warm up. I already put some warm water in it. I actually heat it up on the stove because it heats up a lot faster on the stove. So I'm not quite sure if this is close to 120 yet, but let's get moving. Alright, so I plugged it in. So right now the water is pretty hot. It's at 135-ish. I actually needed to drop to 120. And good thing I did not add enough water for this. So I could add water to bring it back up the pot a little higher. That's what I usually do. I usually heat it for a little bit on the stove, right? But I don't heat it with a lot of water. I heat it up just good enough. Then I'm gonna start adding cold water to get to the right level I need. And off to cooking I go. Alright, so before I put everything in a bag, what I want to do is season my fish with some salt. Salt brings out flavor in cooking. That's cooking basics 101 for everyone. So I'm going to put some salt on both sides. Alright. And guys, I'm going to keep it simple today with just salt and olive oil. If you guys like to put other sorts of herbs, this is the best time to do it. People use all sorts of stuff. Thyme, you know, whatever your favorite thing is. Alright, so got my salt. And now I'm gonna put 2 fish per bag. Alright guys, now that I have put salt on my fish, I decided to put everything in one little Ziploc bag. And now I'm gonna add more oil. Alright, so should be, let's see. That should be more than enough. Now I need to basically seal this, but I got a trick for you guys. Those who don't have a vac seal machine, there is a way to seal this guy up, getting out all the air out of this bag very easily. And the trick is you actually put it in the bath water and let the water compress the fish, the bag, and squeeze all the air out before you seal this. So why don't we just jump right into it. Put your bag into the water. The issue with having too many fish at one time is that they're gonna stack on top of each other, which shouldn't be that bad. I don't think it's gonna be bad. So I'll put this thing in the water and everything should be compressed. All right. Put it down as far as possible. Let the water push out the air. Then you seal up just like that. And voila, a lot of air has been removed. Now I'm gonna reshift these fish a little bit so it cooks faster. All right, and the temperature is 119. So I just need to hit the play button. Okay, so I dropped the fish in and I'm gonna hit the play button. It's already set to 120. So this actually did not change the temperature, right? So I have it to 120. The fan kicked on, you guys hear it. Fish is in the water. All right, let me just change the angle. All right, so the fan's gonna keep circulating the water so it helps keep the temperature the same. So I am gonna set the timer. You can play with it on my phone. There we go. So I have everything. It says preheating because it did not hit the temperature yet. So let me set the timer. I'm just gonna set it to 45 minutes. Actually, it's really thin, so I'm just gonna set it to 40 minutes. That should be enough to have everything cooked. So right now, I'm just gonna sit and wait, guys. And this guy right here will let me know when it's finished, 40 minutes. All right, guys, let's take this opportunity to talk about how I'm gonna achieve the crispiness on the skin side of my trout. So I'm gonna sear it, but I'm gonna sear it with specific oil. In my hand, I got some grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil has a higher boiling point than, let's say, olive oil. So being able to get that oil to a hot temperature will allow me to get the crispiness that I desire in my fish. All right. Alright, that means it is ready. It has finished the timer, so time to shut it off. And I'm gonna take that out and pat dry the fish and start cooking it. Got the plate ready. One, two, three, and four. So what you want to do now is pat dry the fish, get all the moisture and oil out. So guys, I am gonna eat one of these guys for you because I want to show you guys how this thing looks like right after I taking this thing out of the sous vide bag. I think I'm gonna eat this guy here because it's a lot smaller here than these. These are more kind of even sized. So when I sear these guys, it's gonna cook better. So let me just peel that back. As you guys can see, these are very nice and flaky and super moist. All right. Tastes pretty good. Yeah, definitely like the 125 degrees a lot more. So I'm gonna sear that, and that's gonna turn these guys into exactly the way I want my fish to be. All right, guys. I decided not to eat the entire one fish. I decided to kind of trim it off with a tail because I really do enjoy fish with multi-texture. You have the fish texture of the meat and then also the crispy skin. So right now what I want to do, and it'll enhance the crisping, is that you add some sort of a pan searing flour. All right. So these are already seasoned a little bit, so it's good. So let me just put these guys on and then give a quick rub, and I'm only doing this on the skin side. Alright, that should be good to go. Alright guys, the pan is on the stove with my grapeseed oil. This thing is pretty much on high heat. You guys can see, that's a nice crispy side right there. That is done. Like I said, I'm not trying to cook the other side, but I did a quick flip just to make sure that every single side is correctly cooked. Alright, there it goes. Off with the vent, and everything is off. Make sure your stove is off. Alright guys, so here you have it. A sous vide lake trout, and then once you're done cooking with sous vide, I threw this thing onto a skillet, just the skin side, and I flipped it on the other side for just a quick second. But yeah, just to crisp the skin side because I love it crispy. So look at that, it breaks right off. That's fantastic. Now that I actually put this on the skillet, it tastes a lot better than earlier because you actually got some of the burning of the skin. So it's not only the crispy texture, you actually change the taste a little bit. And let me flip this around for 1 second and then break it off. It might be just a little overcooked because they're thin. I might have left it in there just a little long. But it's very fantastic. Right now I can add a little bit of lemon juice. Pure, real lemon that is. Fresh lemon. And it's delicious. Once you get to this point, you can do whatever you want to it. So if you guys like cooking at home, you know, you do some teriyaki salmon, you know, you put it on your plate with your other vegetables, then you pour your teriyaki sauce on top. Some people like other different sauces, so you prepare whatever sauce you like. But I think this is pretty good. I actually have a confession for you guys. This is actually my first time cooking lake trout, sous vide style. I usually do this with salmon. This is actually my first time doing it, so it's not too bad. I might try it again with rainbow trout, especially rainbow trout from Round Valley. Actually tastes really good. So if you guys want to see me do more catch and cooks, you know, leave me a comment below. I know the craze of catch and cook is it's pretty hyped up lately. So I'm sure that there's many ways of cooking fish. I haven't really personally seen anyone do any sous vide fish cooking with fish. So as in the fishing community, that is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you guys can watch me devour this lake trout. Subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, let me know what to cook next. Peace out.